Oz, we're here in the Folly at the Pig in Combe.
Isn't it wonderful? And do you know what's over there? The pizza oven.
100%.
And it's getting hotter and hotter. And I'm just, my mouth is beginning to water with excitement.
Well,
so
it's
what,
not just
have you got
pizza.
something ready for me?
It's cocktails, Oz. That's what we're doing
Yes.
before the pizza.
I think this is a brilliant time for cocktails.
It is a brilliant time for cocktails. There are more diverse spirits available, all sorts of different flavours and combinations going on. And
People are brave.
Yeah.
Mixologists must go home every weekend and think, I've got 100 ingredients, what's going to work? And they use herbs that you've never heard of. They use spices that you think, surely that's only got a place in a curry sauce. They use vinegars, they use fruits I didn't know. They put savoury things together.
Absolutely.
I think it's a fantastic time for cocktails.
It's a nice time to be doing it. And so what we're going to do, we're going to make 3 great drinks.
It's a very smart looking bottle.
We're going gin, Oz. It's very nice. Renais gin from the Watson family. Oh, look at that.
Renais as in hello or no? No, I know what
I
it
think
is.
Renais is
It's
in
Renais in Renaissance, isn't it?
It
Rebirth.
is. Exactly
That's
that.
right.
Exactly. Rebirth. Created by Alex Watson and his sister, Emma Watson, hello, who you might have heard of from Harry Potter fame.
That Emma Watson,
That
of course.
Emma Watson.
Now, Alex Watson, he worked in the drinks business, didn't he?
He
In
did.
the luxury end, which is probably why you and I have never met
I
him.
haven't met him. You haven't
Nor
met
have
him.
I. But
He's too luxurious.
The
for
crucial
us, by
thing to me
far.
is, Domaine Watson, I didn't know, Emma Watson's dad is a vigneron. He's the only British vineyard owner in Chablis.
Yeah, exactly.
Why haven't we had Domaine Watson from Chablis?
Have a little go on that. There you go.
You've only been doing it for half a minute.
Come on, here we go. It's very nice.
You can do more than one thing at once.
I'm
can't
all right
you?
with this.
You can't be a bloke. You've done more than
it's
one
been
thing
claimed.
at once.
It's been claimed, hasn't it? This
you
is
talked as well as you did stuff.
But you're right. He's winemaker from Domaine Watson, Emma and Alex's father, and he's been making wine out there for 20 years. This is a gin that's inspired by it. French lifestyle, Kimmeridgian soils, amazing acacia honey, giving it richness and roundness.
I get that. And lemon. I get lemon.
In that drink, you've got fresh lemon.
This is interesting because they've used the Kimmeridgian soil as one of the botanicals.
Yeah.
And that makes sense because Kimmeridgian soil, and Kimmeridge is a village in Dorset.
It is.
Just down the road from the Combe.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
And basically, Kimmeridgian soil is what defines the soil of Chablis. It's called Kimmeridgian soil, and they've used some as a botanical.
Exactly.
I wonder if I can taste it.
There's cubeb in there, there's juniper, of course, and the whole thing with Renais is it's about these incredible, iconic ingredients celebrating
Quite nice
French
lemon.
lifestyle. Really good
Quite
lemon.
nice lemon.
That serve is suggested by them, so it's 50 mils of Renais, it's 25 mils of elderflower cordial, squeeze of fresh lemon, topped up with a lovely soda.
Yeah.
It works beautifully.
Works
Isn't
really
it
well.
lovely?
Yeah. Very nice gin.
Nice.
Very elegant.
It's a very elegant thing. It's a beautiful bottle.
Seriously elegant.
Mushroom packaging. It's all very sustainable, forward-looking.
Yeah. And I'm told it's supposed to resemble a traditional scent bottle, one of those old classic Italian or French scents, and I can see that.
Bit of perfume going on.
It's very nice. I'm glad that you've used very nice elderflower cordial as well. I think
have.
it's crucial
100%.
to use.
The quality of that is
the spirit's really important, but the other ingredients fantastically important.
Without question. Now, Oz, what we're going to do is we're going to move on through. You can't be sipping away your gin all day. We've got a pizza to get to.
Otherwise I would too.
We've got the wonderful Pantalones, which is great fun. Matthew McConaughey and Camila, his partner, his wife's tequila they've created together. It's a Blanco, unaged, 100% Weber agave.
That's how I like my tequila.
Yeah.
Because I want my tequila, I want to taste that blue Weber agave, which is it's a vicious plant, the agave.
It's spiky,
honestly,
isn't it?
it's really, really spiky and very, very fibrous. And it's one of those things you think, who was the first person who ever thought knocking one of those in half and distilling it and making it into a spirit? But I like to taste the agave. So you can get tequilas aged in barrels and all kinds of things which go brown in colour and golden.
Exactly.
I like the white stuff.
I agree.
I didn't like Matthew McConaughey. Do you know he wanted to become a monk?
Do you know what? I didn't know that. Tell me about that.
Well,
What's that
he
about?
wanted to become a monk, and eventually he was talking to another monk saying, I want to become a monk. And the monk said, Matthew, I don't think you're cut out to be a monk. He said, I think you're cut out to be the sexiest man in the world.
There
and
you
in 2005, he was elected sexiest man in the world.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Is that,
so,
come on.
I'm not sure the monk told him that, but anyway, he was elected sexiest man in the world.
It's not a path I think, I'm too worried about happening to me.
Certainly not me. I've had my chance and I didn't take it. And in fact, on his first film role, he was initially not given it because the director thought he was too handsome.
There you go. Well, now, actually, the same thing happened with me with Wine Alive, actually. It took a long time for him to be convinced.
It never happened with me, I can promise you. So this Pantalones thing, they say it's called Pantalones because Pantalones means guts in Spanish, does it? And they also
trousers, sure.
The margarita is the drink that they drank a lot of on the day they visited, on the day they got together.
Go.
Do you believe all that kind of stuff?
I like it as a story. I think that's quite nice.
Why is it called a margarita?
This is a very straightforward thing. In fact, what I need to do, come on, before we get there, half of this is drinking with your eyes, isn't it? So I've created quite a Tommy's margarita styled marg. So you get some margaritas that are in little martini glasses, highly alcoholic, quite intense, salt rimmed. The Tommy's margarita here is 50 mils of Pantalones, 30 mils of fresh lime juice, and then a little bit, 15 mils of agave, fresh agave syrup. So instead of the kind of triple sec or Cointreau orange liqueur, you're using agave from the same plant to give it that sweetness and richness.
You get the sweetness, but
served over ice.
The Mexican lemon or the key lime comes through much more.
100%.
Yeah. But what about the salt?
It's tasty, hey? It's the thing. So no salt in the Tommies. Traditionally, no salt in the Tommies. If you want salt, of course, you can rim it and you can do that, and that's absolutely perfect. But traditionally with the Tommies, you wouldn't.
Because I was told the margarita was called a margarita because this barman had a girlfriend who was addicted to salt, and everything she ate had to have salt, and he was making her drink. She said, no salt, no salt. So eventually, out of desperation, he rimmed the glass, he wiped the glass with Mexican lime, Mexican lemon, and then dabbed it in salt. So the whole thing was rimmed in salt, and just to keep her quiet.
There you go. Well, look, that's one story. I got told it's an evolution of the Daisy, the original gin cocktail. So gin and lemon juice and sugar that was being drunk from the late 1800s into the early 1900s. And then when it arrived in Mexico during Prohibition in America, a group of Americans went south into Tijuana, ordered a round of gin daisies and a combination of lime that was local to Mexico rather than lemon, tequila rather than gin, ended up being the margarita. And the Spanish word for daisy, the cocktail, is margarita. So it all kind of works.
Was the barman not on form that day?
It might be your salty lady. No, an Irish bartender called Henry Madden.
There we have it.
And it's a thing. It had nothing to do with him being Irish. He happened to be Irish. Anyway, it's nice, hey?
It's very good. And the thing is, because you haven't put the triple sec in, it brings out the character of the tequila. And the lemony, limey zest is really very nice.
It makes
very refreshing.
Super good. Now, here we go. But it's not all about booze, Oz. You and I have been known, we're into it, famously. But the non-alcoholic drinks movement is crashing forward. I'm a huge fan. I know you're into it. But both of us agree it's about the experience. It's about if you can make it fantastic and sensational and exciting.
Absolutely. If you can make it taste good, if you can make it feel texture and flavour, texture and flavour. Okay.
Exactly.
Again.
So what we're going to do, Oz, is I'm going to make you a classic sour. I'm going to make you a really lovely sour.
I like sours.
So what we're going to do with a sour, okay, is we're going to slosh in, for this one, half lemon and lime juice.
Yeah.
About 15 ml, something like that. I'm going to pour in 25 ml. I made this at home. This is cherry syrup. So this is
sour,
2 parts sugar to 1 part water.
And how many parts
loads
cherry?
Of chopped up cherries, a whole punnet of chopped up cherries, stewed for 10 minutes together over a little bit of heat, just gently simmered, and you end up with this really lovely cherry sour, which is nice.
Now, what is this?
This is what we're talking about. This is Sentia. Sentia GABA Red.
GABA, what's
Yeah,
GABA?
so GABA is your GABA system is all the bits of your body that feel things, get a kind of, get sensation, get character going on when you take in, chemicals of whatever kind it might be, whether that's alcohol or natural ingredients, whatever it might be. But it's the way your body feels.
It's very new age.
It's very new age. This is non-alcoholic spirit packed full of botanical ingredients that have flavour. So things like ashwagandha, things like damiana, lots of different kind of things that give you this elevated sensation.
Smells.
It makes you feel a bit buzzy without the booze, is basically the idea.
It smells fantastic.
Now what I've done is I've put 50 mils of the Sentia Red in there, which tastes great. I'm putting 15 mils, tiny little bit of egg white in there. And a little bit like when you're making meringues, what that's going to do alongside the citrus and the Sentia is it's going to make it frothy. It's going to give it this lovely foamy head. So I'm doing what's called a dry shake. It's incredibly quiet. They're getting a little bit on me as well. Dry shake, and what that will do is that will create a very beautiful foam that gives it the texture. We then bang in a little bit of ice on the top. Here we go. And this is going to cool it. Now you can hear it as an actual shake. And once it's nice and cold, like that, we're going to strain it. If you don't have a strainer, you can do it with that. Look at that. You can see how viscous it is.
Dayglow cherry.
Come on. Now, what's going to happen with this is, like a pint of something like Guinness, like a stout, or an espresso, you can see it's beginning to all come together in the glass. Hey, it's looking all right, isn't it? And once that settles just a little bit, didn't think these were just to look good, did you? It's the thing. You can pop one of these on top. Voila! You have, it's sinking, Tom's non-alcoholic cherry sour with Sentia. Get yourself into that, Oz. What do you reckon? It's terrifying. He's going to have a cherry moustache.
It's really good.
It's good, isn't it?
It's delicious. I can feel all my GABA points getting really quite tweaked and buzzy.
It's a
good,
really
Tom.
clever thing.
This stuff is clearly good stuff.
It's created by Professor David Nutt, psychopharmacologist, leading expert in how drugs, alcohol, different natural ingredients affect the human body, and they've been engineered to give you a sensation without the booze. I think it's great. It's part of the functional non-alcoholic
texture good,
movement.
flavour good, spice good, feeling in the mouth good, and probably in a few minutes' time, feeling in my GABAs very good.
Have a lovely one. Enjoy the cocktails. This is just one of our Wine Alive Sipping Series episodes. For more content, head over to our blog at wine-alive.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We hope that you sip splendidly.